Iran's president wants US to lift sanctions before any talks. The Iranian regime's president backpedaled Tuesday on possible talks with Donald Trump, saying the US president must first lift sanctions imposed on the regime. Hassan Rouhani's change of heart came a day after Trump said Monday that there's a really good chance the two could meet on their nuclear impasse after a surprise intervention by French President Emmanuel Macron during the G7 summit to try and bring Washington and Tehran together. Rouhani said in a televised speech, "Without the US's withdrawal from the sanctions, we will not witness any positive development. If someone intends to make it just a photo op with Rouhani, that is not possible." Iran is world's biggest jailer of women journalists. Iran's regime is now the world's biggest jailer of women journalists, the global media watchdog Reporters Without Borders has announced. Reporters Without Borders said on its website on Monday that it was alarmed by a new wave of arrests and interrogation of women journalists in Iran since the start of August. The Media Freedom Organization said the Islamic Republic is now the world's biggest jailer of women journalists, with a total of 10 currently held. The head of the group's Iran desk said, "Already one of the world's 5 biggest jailers of journalists, Iran is now holding more women in connection with their journalistic activities than any other country in the world. We call on Javed Rahman, the UN Special Rapporteur on the human rights situation in Iran, to intervene with the utmost urgency to obtain their release and to address the disastrous press freedom situation in the country." Iran is ranked 170th out of 180 countries in the Watchdog's 2019 World Press Freedom Index. Iran journalist flees Zarif delegation to stay in Sweden. An Iranian journalist covering Foreign Minister Javad Zarif's Nordic tour has fled the official delegation and applied for residency in Sweden, officials in Sweden said Tuesday. The Swedish migration agency said Amir Torhed Fazil, a political reporter for the Iranian regime's ultra-conservative Moj news agency, has applied for a residence permit in Sweden on the 21st of August. Fazil was travelling with Zarif's delegation as part of an international tour of European countries. On August 20th, he said in an interview with Swedish television SVT, "When I was in Sweden, one of my colleagues in Tehran contacted me via internet and said 4 plainclothes agents came to the news agency with a warrant for your arrest." Iran court upholds British council worker's 10-year jail sentence. British council worker Araz Amiri has had a 10-year prison sentence for cultural infiltration, which the Iranian regime regards as tantamount to espionage, upheld by the regime's appeal court. Amiri, who is from Iran but lives in the UK, was identified because of her cultural infiltration in society through art and her widespread activities, a judiciary spokesman said. State media also named 2 other people convicted of spying. British Iranian Anousheh Azchouri was sentenced to 12 years after being found guilty of allegedly sending intelligence to Israel and for acquiring illegitimate wealth. Iranian Ali Johari was also given a 12-year prison term, accused of working with Israeli intelligence agencies and visiting Israel to get citizenship.